Year of the underdogs, I like it. Keep on doubting us, I like it. Keep on.
It's time!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in your Neighbourhood podcast. And that intro was so fitting because we got the heavyweight champion in the building.
Yes, man.
Yes.
People.
Yes. Okay. Firstly, this is Reality, your boy from Hackney, a.k.a. my mother's favourite rapper. You know the rest.
The glasses match the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Switzerland, because I'm neutral.
Swag.
I'm neutral. We got Beezy in the building, a.k.a. Beezy Savage. That's his new street
Still
name.
running with that one.
We're still running with it after last week's one. We got 8x5 in the building.
What's happening? We're good.
Oh, let me finish. 8x5, a.k.a. 35 plus 5 minus 1. Carry the 1, take it back. 40 in the building. And last, but definitely not least, we've brought him out. Blitz is still around,
Yes, man. Still alive and kicking.
a.k.a. the heavyweight champ, a.k.a. T-size general. Blitz, ladies and gentlemen. How about a round of applause?
Yes, people. It's happening, man. Good to be back. Good to be back talking about music.
Yeah.
Show my face in public on a music level.
Yeah. That was a very conservative intro there. Very conservative clap.
Don't worry. We'll
But let's get ready for these.
yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah. Let's warm up a bit. Now, Blitz, straight away, I just want to ask, where's the new music at, man? You know me personally, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I've been asking you periodically,
Yeah.
where is the new music?
A lot of people have, bro. Like, I get it in the queue with Greg's and that now, man, and everything. Like,
Imagine.
taking my son to the park and that, bro, and kids shouting me down, asking me and that, man. Don't worry, it's coming. Just had to take some time to adjust, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
First time parent during the lockdown and that. It was confusing, man.
Yeah.
Just needed a period to get my feet under the table and just get used to it and adapt. And it's coming, man. Don't worry, it's coming. I've been working silently. I haven't been posting anything on social media. I've not been really. If you're not in my inner circle, you won't really think anything's going on. But don't worry, man. We're loading up.
Yeah. And not this is not on the arrogant tip or nothing. Like I've been around Blitz. I've seen what he does on social media. When he says kids are shouting at him in the street, anyone from outside of T-side, they might think, this guy's just chatting. No, listen. When I say T-side general, not trying to blow up his ego or nothing. Like, people know who Blitz is in terms of this music thing. Am I right or wrong? Am I right, 40?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. People know who he is.
Yeah.
Like, there's some crazy views on some of his videos, man. I'm jealous.
I don't even think it's not even just T-side though.
Yeah.
It's
He's
really.
branching out. That's
Exactly,
why I've been
bro.
asking, because, like, life happens, innit? You're a
Yeah.
father now.
Congrats, bro.
Congratulations.
thanks, lads.
Another clap for that one. Okay, let's stop that. Yeah, so
Totally sound.
Biggest clap I've had so far, man.
he did his job.
We're interviewing me at the end of the day, not my son, man. What's going on here? Getting upstaged by my little one and that.
But like, life happens, but I feel like at one point you had huge momentum, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I was like asking, where's the music? Like, Beezy's on to me sometimes. Like, you need those people that are like,
Yeah, of course.
not out of their own benefit, because I'm not benefiting from this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I saw like, wait a minute, Blitz is like flipping. No, look, you had
Yeah.
socks on your EP.
Yeah.
You had who's the other woman?
Is that Nole?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not to like because I know us as artists are very sensitive, so it's not like to be like, oh, you're not doing anything. I feel like you could be bigger than what we're seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you've got the versatility. I've seen you in the studio. But enough about stroking your ego. What's been going on? Like, what's been going on?
Just feel like I'm living a double life, bro, at
Yeah.
the minute, man. Just trying to get used to both of them and finding the balance in between, man. Like, obviously, there's days where just I'm all into focusing on my son, and then I need to put time into getting where I need to be in life, man, because the lockdown was sort of like a massive pause on everyone's life, do you know what I mean? But sort of feel like the last year and a half just flew by.
Yeah.
felt like 3 months, bro, literally. So yeah, just been adjusting to dad life, trying to like readjust my goals and get back on track for what I want for myself. But then yeah, it's getting to the point now where I can't really not do music for much longer.
You're still young.
Yeah.
Like, so don't pressure yourself.
Yeah.
No, of course. That's what, I think that's what's different this time, though. Like, whenever I've took little breaks or whatever, I've felt under pressure to get back at it, or I've been overthinking music, and like, I'm at a stage now where I just don't care, bro. Like, I don't care if I get big or not. I don't care if people like listening to it or not. I don't care what anyone thinks of it. Like, it's one of them. When my music comes out now, it'll come out because it needs to come out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I need it out my system. It's one of them ones. I'm not in no rush right now, and everything that I do from now on is going to be perfect. I'm looking for perfection. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not rushing anything out anymore. Don't worry. I've got plenty sat there, man, and I'll roll them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Do you think like the lockdown, in the sense of just focusing on music and the direction that you want to go, has helped you in that regard at all?
Possibly, yeah. It's definitely cleared a lot of the smoke and mirrors away that like my life had at the time, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was a lot of distractions. There was a lot of distracting people, a lot of distracting situations and that, and like becoming a first-time parent paired with a lockdown isolated me to the point where I finally got some time to just sit and think about everything, assess everything and everyone and what was going on in my life, and like how I was responsible for not getting to where I wanted to be, what decisions had I made that were holding me back. And like I feel reborn in a way, man. It's a new lease of life. Like, obviously when you're a parent, it's sort of like starting life again, and you're just reliving it through someone else's eyes. And when you're seeing life like that, it's very easy to put things into perspective. Do you know what I mean? It's like life doesn't become too overwhelming then. Do you know what I mean? Because you see how something so simple can make a child so happy, and you think like, I'm just completely overdoing it here. Do you know what I mean? Just strip it back to basics and just go from there, man.
That's profound, actually, because I was talking to someone about like how, you know, when Christmas comes around, like it's just another day, isn't it? Yeah. But if I had like a Ben, as they say in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, they do here as well.
If you had like a Ben, you're doing it for someone, and to see the joy in that child's eyes makes it worthwhile. Like, Christmas is not just another day. Yeah. Especially if you're unselfish.
Even Father's Day, bro, completely irrelevant day to me all the way through my life. Like, it was just as long as like I could manage to make my dad feel appreciated. That was all it was, really. But then it was strange, man. Like, my first Father's Day, it was like sharing a birthday with my own son in a way, because the full day was just about me and him. Sheesh. And it's something I'd never experienced before. Like, just sharing a day that felt like a birthday with another human being. Like, it was mad, bro.
That's crazy. I don't know if this is a good segue, but Trems. Wait, during lockdown, I don't know why, I was on YouTube and I was watching these Instagram beefs. So I have Instagram beefs in my ear while I'm playing NBA. Yeah. Don't worry, BZ knows I'm a weird guy.
What do you mean about Instagram beefs, though? That's what I'm...
People on Instagram, there's this guy called Kidavelli, there's this guy called African Child, just random people on Instagram, yeah. Like having beefs on the live. Yeah. And like, it soothes me in a way, because I feel like, you know, my life's not that bad. Bro. It kind of like relaxes me. So anyway, Trems was on there. And I'm not saying Trem's life is worse than mine, because it definitely isn't. The guy's balling. If you can get a tattoo on your face, you're balling.
That's your benchmark, yeah?
Yeah. Well, if you got a tattoo on your face with money, because there's some neeks out there. Anyway, let me get back to the point. You've been around him. Now, when I saw him on Instagram, I was shook. Like, that's not a guy I want to mess with. He looks like a guy that... How was it being around Trems?
I don't know. He's a normal person, but in a way, like, obviously, he has his own stresses that he has to deal with, and it was just sort of what it was like watching someone who has a similar sort of life to me, but a lot more intense and higher stakes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there's a lot more of an audience. Like, he's got a bigger audience to cater to. He's dealing with, like, being independent, but on a way higher level. His budget's a way higher and that. And, like, I've seen the stress that comes with it. But he manages it well. I learnt a lot from him, man. He gave me a few good gems that I've carried with me.
Because you were on that Westwood thing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to spit some bars, man.
Oh,
like,
mate, I would
have jumped on that wave quick.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to come out as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, so you did spit some bars?
Yeah, it was done, bro. The video was done, man.
Yeah.
Like, I got a good few rounds in on the crib session, and it didn't come out, man. Not everyone involved was happy with the quality of it and how it came out, and it just didn't in the end. So one of them.
Don't worry, man. Like it's one of those things. Like,
oh, mate, I've had it before, man. Stuff like that can't stop or knock me anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, predominantly when I started, I was mainly grime, and like being a school kid, all I wanted to do was be in and around Wiley, meet him, spit for him, just anything, man. And I was fully convinced at the time that if he heard me, he'd be able to do something with me. Do you know what I mean? He'd understand, like, well, there's a kid here with a different accent, different style, and that if I get hold of him, give him a bit of mentor, and he can go somewhere. And obviously, me and Gister, when we used to be in a duo called Twisted Dialect, we actually won a competition where like local people were voting for support acts and stuff. Yeah. When he was meant to be coming to Empire.
Just as another T-side rapper.
Yeah.
That's done a lot as well.
Yeah. And I expect to see him on here one day maybe.
Yeah.
But
we've given the invite out. He's been on the Zoom call actually.
Has he?
The Zoom version, but this is in rebirth. So
I invited him today as well.
Yeah.
But he's busy.
Okay, we'll get him in a few. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
So obviously there was a competition, and we ended up winning it, man. We got the most votes. We got on there, and then Wiley just announced that he'd cancelled the entire tour. And I was 16 years old at the time. I just left school, and like in the build-up of it, I was thinking like I've already achieved like the highest goal I'd set for myself at the time, music-wise. Where do I go from here? And then it fell through, and I was like,
that was it. Was that at Empire? Was it going to be
Empire? And then at 17 years old, I was in contact with a label called Show Them Entertainment. They'd been on the phone to me, and they'd been on the phone to like my mum and stuff, and they were talking about a deal, and then just everything was going smooth. Everything sounded like it was in my favour, too good to be true. And obviously with things like that, they are, because then that's when the small print just got dropped on us, and I was like, nah, this is not for me. Obviously, there's the crib session as well. I've had a few near misses, man. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You just brush them off.
Yeah, shouldn't let it. I think a lot of artists in Northeast, just not you, like another lot, like we get close to it, but it's how you, not to sound like sentimental, but how you get back up.
Yeah, of course.
Because there will always be knockbacks. This is the music industry.
Yeah, especially our part of the world, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like with you, bro, it's just like. It's like going to him, because he always uses football manager analogies everywhere. Yeah. It's like the Wonder Kid thing. Right? It's like that. You say 16 years old, you're seeing that, and then it's still going. And not only are you getting those opportunities, you're rapping at a high level.
At 16,
you rap. You continue to rap at a high level. So does it like get to a point where it's just like, I know that you know what I mean. Right now, where you are, you don't even think about like what could have been because you see what's in front of you. But whether it's points where you were like, oh, well, what could have been, and did that have like any effect at all with like the music and just like the things that were coming out?
Oh, 1,000,000%, man. 1,000,000%. Just at one point made me lose the will to do it altogether, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know that.
Because it's mad, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's mad. Because like, do you know what I mean? Like you say, like especially like where we are up here, the opportunities are there, yeah. But then there's like sometimes like dangled there, but it's like the ones that actually do deserve to get those opportunities, the ones that actually are spitting, the ones that are barrers, the ones that like actually would like fit in. Don't even have to be like the one from up north and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
See, for me, I feel like there's a system of oppression in the northeast at the minute in terms of creative people, and it goes deeper than music. Where
for sure
there's sort of like an infrastructure built where it's literally purely use and abuse. Anyone who gets in a position of power in the northeast, rather than helping someone and understanding like this person is an asset, they're full of talent, they can help you, you can help them to help themselves, and understand what level and what the stakes are and deal with it efficiently and protect your asset. But people just want to use and abuse, man. Like, even one of my close personal friends, he's a boxer and that, and he's been climbing through the ranks, he's been getting up to semi-pro level, he's been like fighting for titles and stuff. I think his last fight was in the O2 in Leeds, but I watched how he got used and abused on the come up in Borough, and he ended up moving, and since then that's when he's gone on leaps and bounds, and he's progressing quick now, because you go to a different city and they respect their assets and they protect them efficiently, whereas here it's just use and abuse. Like, I'm talking, this guy would get 3 days notice for a fight, he'd be fighting someone who's way more prepared. They've had a training camp and everything. Their opponent's dropped out, and it's like, go on, you get yourself in there, bro. You either knock him out or you get knocked out. You'll get it 150 quid. Yeah. And because my mate just has a will to fight, just like we do with music, he's like, yeah, he will never turn down a fight. Do you know what I mean? You can stop him in the street and say, "There's a 50 note. If you knock me out, it's yours." And he'd be like, "No worries, let's go." You know what I mean?
I feel like, where that's coming from is like, I might be wrong, but like, you guys are from the Northeast. You're already used to having less than.
Yeah.
So whatever we give you, you should be happy with.
People will fight to the death for it, man.
Music, sports,
even the people who are 3, 4, 5 levels above you and that, like, if they can get a piece of your pie, they'll die over it, man.
And people know that. Promoters, people in positions of power, they know that. Oh, like, if we dangle this in front of them, they'll be happy with it because this is what they've come from little. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anyone in the Northeast, but they've come from little. So if we give them this much, they should be happy with it. If we say you've got a show tomorrow, a big show tomorrow, you should be happy with it because we're offering it to you. Do you know what? Do you know where I'm coming from? Whereas if it was down south, they would have more respect for the person. Like, listen, like, let's set this up. Let's do all the right things.
Oh, of course, yeah. Of course, man. It's something that's sad about this area, man, and it's deep rooted. It's going to take a lot of monumental effort and people coming together from different parts of performing arts and sport and everything to just come together be like, bro, we can't be treated like this anymore, like, man.
Creativity, business, everything, bro. Like it literally just runs through. But it's like interesting as well. It's like now I don't see that many sort of top acts coming up to Newcastle and stuff anymore, or like coming to Borough. And like you say, like you've been in the opportunities where you've opened up for some big acts, but that's pretty much stopped now, isn't it? Like, I see them go to Manchester and it's like a cut.
Yeah, I've noticed that. 2 a day to come out in the Northeast is just completely dodged.
Gone,
even Newcastle, it's mad.
I mean, let's not go too far. Elton John's performing in Sunderland.
Alright, bro.
Get yourself there, man.
Alright, bro.
Rocket Man, you know what I mean?
Well, the baby's not going to go there either.
No, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know.
Yeah, I think that's sort of what pushed the DIY nature of me starting my own events as well, man. I just got sick of dealing with fucking idiots.
Like, that was a sick thing you did there, and I could see the vision with that one. Excellent.
Yeah, man. It was just a case of just again dealing with shit people, man. I try to sort of get in everyone's ear and get it to the point where like everyone understood the worth, because there was people who were making money from us while we were making fuck all, man. And it was happening in Sunderland, in Newcastle. Like I was seeing it happen at every gig. Like there's no shame. Obviously, we all have to start somewhere. There's no shame in getting into promoters and asking to be on shows. That's absolutely fine when you're on the come up. But when they're asking you, that's when the payments need to begin, because you are worth something to be asked to go and do your thing. If I'm putting an event on and I ask you to come perform for me, you're worth something then. You're worth something to me. When are you getting paid?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to come to Middlesbrough from where you live and I'm saying, sell me these amount of tickets and I'll give you 50% of what you make and that's what you'll get paid. Because that's that's their fucking job. Are you not the promoter?
Makes sense.
So isn't it your job to sell the tickets? And you're the rapper, so you just get on stage and you rap. That's all you should be expected to do. These shitty little deals that people try and rope people into in the Northeast where, do you know what, there's 10 tickets, charge £6 on them, just give me 30 quid back and you keep 30 quid and you'll get a couple of free drinks. Like, what the fuck, do you think we're all fucking alcoholics or something?
Yeah.
Bro, the gig,
I don't drink.
The gig's midday and you try to butter rappers up with like free drinks at the bar. Like, what the fuck is this, man? Some of us have jobs and families and responsibilities. You try to get us drunk on like cans of Red Stripe and that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a gig, and that's my fee. Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a thing that like certain people will say
Yeah.
So
that's
certain people are gonna say
the issue. That's the issue.
That's
man.
why they keep saying it. Yeah.
That's the issue. That's why I've tried to get into people's ear. Like with Iconic, it was one of them things. Obviously, Iconic's like a close personal friend, and he started doing well in Newcastle with his music as well. And I just said, bro, like, what is the sitch? Because at one point he was there every weekend, Friday night, Saturday night. I said, what's going on, bro? You getting paid for any of these? And he was like, nah, man. Like, free drinks, this. I was like, bro, come on, man. Do you know what I mean?
Happens too many times, though, is people get asked to perform at gigs, no payment, and then they're charging at the door. Yeah. And then it's like,
where's my money?
I guess the the reasoning behind it is, well, I'm giving you the opportunity.
Mm.
But really, if all those artists all came together and did it without the promoter or whoever's putting on a night, and
Take
just
out the
went, should we
middleman.
all put a night on, and didn't even charge at the door, you'd get more people coming in, because I've seen it happen where I get the model and I get what people are trying to do, but then sometimes that charge on the door puts people off.
Yeah.
Then you're not getting an
what,
opportunity.
like, let's be realistic, man. Where is the opportunity in going to a different town, paying one of your friends or family members out of your own pocket fuel money to go and perform in a dusty, dark pub in front of 20 other rappers that have all been roped in the same way?
Well, that's the thing, when there's no one else there. Yeah,
it's
you're
not
just
an
performing for
opportunity.
the other artists
Like
who are probably going to judge you anyway.
What I try to do different is, obviously, when you book me in Teesside, people are coming. End of. Like, and if I put a show on in a club that I've got a good rapport with already, and you would see me in there regularly anyway on a normal night out, if I come, my friends are coming with me. Josh Watson's got a following, Naz has got a following, Iconic's got a following. So if you get me, you get the full package, and if you get all of us, you get a full club. So when people are coming to perform at my shows, you've got an opportunity to perform in front of people that aren't other rappers, that don't even know who you are. Do you know what I mean? If you're a rapper from Newcastle, you come to Middlesbrough, and I've got that club full, me and my boys, of our supporters, you've got an opportunity to hit a new fan base there, not other rappers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
what I was trying to do, man, and that's what's different about my shows. You don't see many rappers in the crowd, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd say 90% of the crowd is actually people who just like the music.
Me and 40 have performed at a couple. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, definitely. Have you got any more booked?
Might as well like that.
I don't, but like I see a window of opportunity now, man. It's like the lockdown was a reset button on everything, man.
Yeah.
So everything's just a blank slate now. Do you know what I mean? Like all the established nights in Middlesbrough, most of them have come to an end now. So it's like everyone's just waiting for the next thing. And if you put the radio on and you're hearing people like Bugsy Malone and H in the charts, like, I brought them to Middlesbrough off my own back in my early 20s with my own money. And even like it got to the point where the owner of Spenceley's came in to meet me one day, and he said, the only reason I'm here today is because half of my staff have asked for this night off so they can actually come to the show, and that's when I know I need to pay attention to what's going on in here. And he said, I've asked the management team, how are you doing it? No one can give me any answers. To be honest, I don't even care anymore. I just want you to keep doing it. And yeah, like that's probably the first time where I thought, you know what, like I fully understand my worth here. I get what I bring to the table and that, man. And it's when you're in that position, you need to know how to make them situations work for you. Don't allow yourself to be rinsed, man.
Yeah. I could see something in your future. I'm gonna be Mystic Tommy for a bit. You know,
I was gonna say, hopefully that's no judge, yeah.
No. You know. This guy,
bro, the blacks got to stick together in that one still, fam. You got good energy only, bro.
I just want a piece of your hair. Just a piece of your hair, some blood.
Bro, stay away.
Oh, bro, I just gone for a trim yesterday as well, man. You could have come over with a little dustpan and brush after.
Nah, that's mad. Imagine a man going through trying to get some hair.
Imagine. Next thing you know, your arm is broken.
Quick business.
But I feel like you could, in future, probably be a talent scout. Put these shows together.
Only just recently I've managed to like flip a switch in my head where now I feel like I'm making my brain work for me and in my favour, if you get me. So where in the past something had happened to me and instinctively I'd go, oh, I've got the worst luck in the world, or fucking why does this not happen for me, or whatever, or like, oh, how am I ever going to afford that? I've flipped the switch now where it's like, how can I afford that? How can I make that happen for me? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can I bounce back from this? Or what is this message that life or God is sending me? Do you know what I mean? Since I've managed to flip that switch in my head, I feel a lot more productive. I fully understand what I'm capable of now. And I just feel like if I was in America, bro, I'd be sat in a boardroom somewhere getting paid a couple of $100,000 a year to just say the shit I say to people in everyday life, man. Do you know what I mean? Because like, it's getting to the point now, it's not an ego thing, but I'm starting to realise I always know when I'm getting back to the peak of my powers when people's lives are improving around me as well. So not only are good things happening for me, but just luck is just running for everyone around me. Do you know what I mean? Because you can get in your little close-knit circle, you can get into one of them phases where like someone's family member dies, someone loses the job, and you start, everyone as a group, collectively, oh, we're cursed, why is this happening to us? And if you can flip that switch and you can get everyone around you on board to think the same way, things just flow for you, man. Do Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like me and the people who I've got left in my life now, everyone's on a really clean run at the minute. Everyone's doing very well, and it's good to see, man.
Yeah, I think me and Beezy would we in our previous discussions where we have some philosophical where I try to act wise, but it's kind of a thing where energy. Before, like, if you talk to me 5-10 years ago about energy's around you, I'd be like, why are you trying to be a guru for? Like, it makes no sense. But now I've got older. It's tough to have good energy for yourself when you've got bad energy around you.
For sure.
That could be, because Blitz knows, that could be snakes in your life. People that... There's one thing that's very, very simple I heard on the radio show. If you're successful in anything you're doing, especially music, because that's the industry we're in, and a person is not happy for you as much as you are for yourself, or even more. Because you know when someone's even more happy for you, like, I just graduated. What are you on about? And then your mom will be like, hey, yes, my son. I can brag at the Nigerian parties now. Like, that's the good energy you need around you.
It is, man.
Yeah.
That's why I keep these guys around me, because they keep it real with me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, if your own circle lad celebrating your successes, like, it's one of theirs as well, but like, just them backhanded fucking insults that come disguised as compliments. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? One of them ones. And that, and it's like, I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm just trying to keep your feet on the ground. Like, why?
Do you think you really want to do that? Do you think, like, those questions, like, they start asking you questions, like, do you think it's worth it? Nah, fam.
Yeah.
We don't need you. Bad energy.
But how much of that have you seen, bro? Like, because I can imagine that for your come up, that's going to be something that's there, bro.
Like, you see, like, maybe a 30, 40-year-old rapper that when you were a teenager, they're like, why does he deserve it?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that you see up here anyway.
All the time.
Never mind when you're like, you know what I mean, on that like top of the list. Like, do you know when like the man them say like, Park Life or whatever, and you see like the top of the list? Yeah. That's you, Blitz, because that's like in terms of Teesside, in terms of North East, like that's there.
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody that's under you is like looking up in a sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it's taken me taking this break to understand the magnitude of the impact that I've had, man. And I think that might be the case for other people when looking at me as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, when someone's in the heat of the moment, like you like using like football manager analogies. So, say for example, like you've got a football player and his legacy's not fully appreciated until he's retired, and then you're like, do you know what? We underappreciated that guy. Matt Letizia being like a main standout one for English football, the talent he had, but back in that era, he just wasn't understood for the player that he was. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I like
that analogy.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. I feel like in a way that might be what's happened to me, and now people are slowly realising like, shit, like, do you know what? He's stopped and there's not fucking much going on, is there?
Look
do you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no big shows going on, there's no like tunes, there's no controversy, no clashes, no nothing. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And people have realised, do you know what? Actually, he made a lot tick him now, and now he's stopped. There's not much going on.
So who else would you say from Middlesbrough is keeping it going, or is there just no one that you're really rating right now?
I don't think anyone's keeping it going, to be honest, other than Iconic. But obviously his base is Newcastle now. That's where he's smashing it, man. But it's taken for him to go and do that over there for people in Borough to show him a little bit more respect, man. Because Iconic's a different character to the rest of the people who were in TGF. Do you know what I mean? And like for someone who's built like Iconic to win a town like Middlesbrough over, it does take a lot, man. But honestly, since he started going to Newcastle and performing every weekend, I've seen like how much it was having an effect on how he was getting perceived locally. Do you know what I mean? People started thinking, whoa, like he's doing well over there, Sam. Because sometimes it's not about the actual level of success that you're experiencing, it's just how it looks, man. It's social media. Like, honestly, like when I'm posting like my own tunes, my own videos, they were getting less engagement than the likes of when I'm supporting JK, and I put a post about that because everyone's like, whoa, Blitz at the O2, Newcastle, that's a big venue. JK, that's a big artist. Even I know him, even I listen to him. And then whoa, he's actually doing big things. And it's like, bro, like, watch my fucking videos. Like, I've been doing big things. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Man like Blitz. But that's another AKA.
Yeah.
We're going to go on to, you're known as the heavyweight champ. I went a bit too posh there. Heavyweight champion.
Trust me.
But we're going to talk about This one is a segment called Top 3.
Yeah.
Now, people can argue with the cat if they want. We know who the top 3 heavyweights are right now. Can I get an amen?
Yeah.
Depends what you're going to say, though, bro.
Okay,
You're going to get an amen before you start praying, bro.
I've been in these situations before, been like, wait, what? Nah, bro. What you know about what?
He's about to tell us, yeah.
That's how I know you guys are streetwise.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
So, obviously, AJ, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a bit of silence.
Yeah.
I got shook there. Sweating.
Oh, yeah,
We got.
If he's coming in at number 3, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
This is no particular order. Then we got Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Then this is where it gets a bit shaky. Man saying Wilder.
At number 2, yeah.
So that's the top 3.
My top 3 would be
yeah.
AJ, Wilder, Fury at the top.
Fury.
Yeah.
Fury.
I'd switch Wilder and AJ.
No,
My opinion.
no.
I think AJ could do him.
I think Wilder, you know what he's got. But I think AJ has gotten better
You think AJ has
recently.
more?
I think he had to go down to realize that he was built too much like a brick.
Mm-hmm.
He had no technique, which is still quite suspect.
Yeah.
And defensively can't move his head at all.
Psychologically, AJ took his loss better than what Wilder did.
Yeah.
That's clear as
Mate,
day.
Bro.
we're not even. Wilder went to Wakanda. He tried to, he was bringing the whole black thing into it. Like what? To this day,
Bro. Man said the costume, bro. Say, bro. Alright.
he was doing some mad. He needed the psych evaluation on after he lost that. Fury. They said Fury cheated or whatever as well.
Bro,
That's what Wilder's
But-
team said.
Yo, Blitz, so you think Wilder's got AJ?
I think it all depends on AJ's game plan, to be honest. If he's going to get out there, he's going to get in his face, he's going to be aggressive, take the fight to him, try and get a knockdown. The pressure's all on Wilder, and I think he'll fold. But I think if it gets too tactical and the boxing at range, and it's a bit of a technical fight, I think Wilder will do him on points. If it goes to a decision, it's Wilder. But if there's going to be a knockout, I think it'd be AJ. I just think if AJ fights on the front foot and gets right in his face early, it'll shell shock him. That's exactly what Fury did. And he didn't have a clue what to do. And then if AJ was to take it to him like that, he'd be like, fuck, I'm here again.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to deal with this. Last time I got knocked out. Do you know what I mean? And he'll get in his own head, and the fight's won there.
Yeah. Did you see that press conference with Wilder where he was rude to that, where he wasn't speaking, and he was letting his trainer speak for him? What did you think about that? That was weird, wasn't it?
I haven't seen that one.
He was just doing his theatrics, man.
You're not a champion if you're not graceful in defeat as well, but I've
Yeah.
lost loads of respect for Conor McGregor for the bullshit
Bro.
he's on. Honestly, man,
Mate.
I can't see the
I'm
man the
with you
same
there.
way. He's stained his legacy to death, man.
I'm glad you've said that, man. I'm glad.
No, he has,
See what he did last week, bro?
He has.
That's where I was like, even to that point, it's like, that's mad. But what he did last week, I thought was just...
What did he do? I didn't see it.
So, like, Khabib lost his dad, right?
No.
And Khabib calls his dad, like, father, and, you know, like father, da-da-da-da-da. Obviously, like, McGregor, when it happened and that, posted about it, like, R.I.P. Bang. See, obviously, they've been going back and forth, him and Khabib going back and forth, him and Dustin been going back and forth. And Khabib, when Dustin beat Conor this time round, obviously, whatever happened with his leg, still a win, said, good beats evil. So McGregor, like last week or something, put a tweet on saying father is good and COVID is evil, type of thing. Basically saying like COVID took your dad out. That's do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's like
Did he actually say it? Because when I checked,
deleted it, bro.
Just
See, I wake up early in them ones. I saw it.
McGregor,
and then he deleted the thing.
McGregor is one.
Just a marketing thing. Is he just
Mate,
Bro, whatever it is, I don't know what he's on.
I think that's all he's got now.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, man.
He's trying to catch something. And that's funny because that's even like, I hate to say it, but it's like some rappers as well, bro. It's like trying to catch genie in a bottle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what with McGregor? He realised at one point that his ability wasn't selling fights anymore, so he had to carry on being that cheeky cunt to sell fights, and he knows that's all he's got now. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, when he goes downhill, just wait for the N-word to come out. That's when you know that's the end game. The end game. Oh, that was cheesy.
Damn, man had to stop himself, bro.
Do you have that sound effect? What?
Yeah, we do, but I can't find it on here.
But that's a good point, though. That's like AJ got up from his, like you say, from his loss better than Wilder did.
Yeah.
It does play to it.
AJ. So we're not putting Andy Ruiz in top 4, Butterbean?
Nah, fair play to him, though. He made his piece, didn't he?
Yeah. He pissed me off at the end of that fight. Oh, I should have done better. He's crying and that. You had the opportunity.
Man throwed that much money at you, though.
You went to
that guy was... What was he doing?
He went to eat
He's
biscuits
chilling,
and
bro.
cake. What a waste, man.
So,
No.
to finish the top 3,
Yeah.
we all agree that Tyson Fury's number 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
Can I play advocate of Satan?
No. Bonfire upon Satan, man.
No, but devil's advocate.
AJ Fury, who you it's techie for you, though.
You know what, yeah. Nigerian pride, innit?
So you going AJ?
But Fury. It's only because a gypsy called me racist at work. So I'm a bit like, should I support the Gypsy King? That's only why.
I mean, it's a bit deep. Holding like a heavyweight champion, you've never met accountable for a guy at work's behaviour. Like,
No, he got
sounds
me.
like something you need to work through with a counsellor or something like that, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I'm a gypsy and you're racist. That's what he told me.
Bro, one time, yeah.
And I was like, I'm black.
One time we went to some. We were trying to find the AJ fight, right? We were in like me and a few mates. We were in Newcastle trying to find something to watch it. Yeah, couldn't find anywhere. So we thought, you know what? Let's go to some mad place, like right up some mad spot that we were like 4 black men going into the pub. Now might be a bit techie one. Went in, yeah. AJ's not looking good, fam. You could sense
Which
it.
fight was this?
Bro, I can't remember.
Oh,
but
good.
do you know like some of them early AJ fights where like first couple rounds he's alright and then you started thinking you're like, oh, it's looking a bit mad.
Dillian.
Bro, we start like turning around, man. It's looking a bit funny here.
Yeah.
We're like, AJ, come on, fam. Do the thing, bro. Do the thing. I don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Thankfully he won, bro.
Oh.
We got out there nicely. Bro, do you know when you go to them places, bro?
I was waiting for the end.
Built it up in the complete opposite direction there, didn't he?
Bro, what do you want me to say, bro? Man? He lost and we got dusted out like fucking Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince G. What you want?
Oh, gosh.
Live for the viewers, man. Content, innit?
It's fine.
Tell us a mass brawl kicked off in the pub, man. That's what we were waiting to hear.
I got dashed
gosh.
up. Nah.
Right. The next segment is, what on earth? Yeah, that was met with a lovely pause. It's where we talk about stuff that's happening in the world that's outrageous.
Oh, let's do it, man.
So, an elderly man had the wrong leg amputated at an Austrian clinic. What would you do if your leg was at home?
Crying all alone on the bed. of the car.
Yeah. So he went to an Austrian clinic and there was a tragic mistake, guys. He said he's blaming human error for his wrong leg being amputated. So they were meant to get the left leg,
Yeah.
but they took the right leg.
What? So now they have to chop off.
Now
the
they
other
have to
leg,
chop off the other leg.
and he's legless.
He's legless without drinking.
It's disgraceful, isn't it? What more can you say? I hope he's getting paid.
But it says here he was suffering from many illnesses, and his previous leg had sicknesses.
Oh, that makes it all right.
So it's okay.
Just chop them both off.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. You cut the wrong leg off, yeah, and someone comes to you and says, oh, it wasn't the right, it was the left.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Probably save a bit of money on bedding, though, man. He'd be able to fit in a pillowcase now. So that's a silver lining.
He was 82. 82-year-old
He
man.
had a good innings anyway.
Yeah.
He used them good enough.
He had a good innings, man.
Use them for long enough. Like,
If you're out for 82, that's a good run, that.
yeah.
You've been working on your bars, eh? I see you did there.
Yeah, but no, he had a good run.
Wait. This you could tell I'm not street.
Oh, you've done him. He's
I-
up for the cup, bro.
my mind was gone.
He's about to chew on that milkshake.
Right. So the next one.
Keep going. Hey, what's DJ Kelly say? Keep going.
Yes, man.
Keep going.
The the next what on earth?
Didn't have to even say anything. Just bring this content.
I'll just wait for. Flipping hell, what is that? Is that Khalifa Kush?
Where's the camera?
Bloody hell. Okay.
Reality's kryptonite, man. By the look of it.
Okay, so let's direct our faces to the screen.
Can we zoom in on Reality's face right now, please? I don't know how we do that with the camera, but got to see them that Kush sweat right now, bro.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you have an on-site maid for the podcast? Little bit of dribble there, man. Dribbled a little bit of water on the floor.
Oh, that's how you know I'm a lightweight. Bloody hell. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with a headache. Yeah, so
are you at work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna be high.
You're pulling a sickie, bro. Let's be real, man. You're gonna ring up and say you've got symptoms and that. I've been pinged on the app. I've been pinged.
Right, so let's direct our faces to the screen. Bloody hell. So a woman is in the Guinness Book of Records for having the world's largest mouth. That's creative, isn't it?
Can we see
Oh,
it?
hell yeah.
What
Can I
screen
do
are
this?
we looking at?
Is it on the TV right now? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The world's
Large
largest
frying one
mouth.
bite? We're about to find out.
It looks like she's using a filter.
That's her actual mouth. She's putting loads of chips in her mouth. Or fries, as they like to call it. Oh, my God. Oh, she's drooling.
This is definitely a new segment. This I didn't see none of this shit go on with Max Gavin. What's going on there, bro? Trying to set me up with Trying to set me up with big mouth woman and fucking Austrian amputee. Like, the fuck is going on here, man?
Mate, we had a pirate ghost on Max Gavin's episode.
Blitz is too hype for this. It's like, what? What the hell?
Just
Blitz.
put that Just Eat menu up there.
Oh, wait, well, the milkshakes, mate.
Nah, Blitz, analyse that one, man.
I've got the munchies. I've got the massive munchies.
Looks like she's giving birth through her mouth or something, bro. Is she sewn up down there, man? And they've had to pull the baby up through her.
Oh, gosh. The mouth was huge. Yeah. But, you know, whoever's into that, you know.
Nah,
maybe Wesley Pipes.
I don't know who her, manager is or anything, but there's something to be made of that one. Some subscriptions to be made on that one.
I can say you're appearing in a drill video or something like.
What?
Yeah.
What?
One of them little cameos and that, and you're like, it's Big Mouth Girl. What's she doing in a 5-year foreign video?
5-year foreign.
What's she doing in fucking Russ and T on Wayne's new video?
No, she's like got the AK-45 in the mouth.
Nah, she is. That's the kind of ones that you say the drill rappers don't take it to O Block or something.
She's gonna get a fucking clothing deal with Boohoo, man. It's just that picture of her with about 70 fries in her mouth. They put that on a fucking plain white tee and sell it for 20 bar. People'll be all over it, man.
That's the evolution, man. Men used to wear Rihanna's face from their Top Man tops, so that's the evolution right there.
Yeah, I was like,
that was 2012, 2013. That was popping, you know.
That's how you know Blitz is a businessman. People will buy that, you know.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't.
Blitz saw her putting all those fries in her mouth and thought money. Yeah. I like that.
Mouth like a piggy bank.
I like that.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know if you know. Should I can't even speak.
This brother high.
Man's high. Start speaking Swahili. I didn't know I knew Swahili.
Oh my God. Right, we know how to
Speaking parcel tongue and that there, bro, man.
Oh gosh, I've got the munchies as well. Right. Final segment. Thanks for being here, Blitz.
Yeah, man.
It's called Real Talk. That's sponsored by He Who Must Not Be Named. And seeing as you're the Teesside general, do you know who's He Who Must Not Be Named is?
Nah.
Okay. Real Talk.
Mr. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said the R. Yeah, you definitely said the R. He got the R at the end.
Yeah. So, Gareth Southgate, you watched England's performance in the Euros. What did you think of it, Blitz?
I think he's a fucking defence-based manager, and that just didn't work in the final, man. It worked getting us all the way to the final, but in the final, you just have to Don't know, man.
There was some in.
Take the reins off and go for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we had more attacking players on the bench than the pitch, man, but it's a final. It's the most entertaining team we've had in years.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
There was some inevitability about Italy scoring. I felt
Oh,
like
there was
they were
definitely
Yeah.
because it was one of them where we'd got that far, and then the English optimism kicked in. As soon as Luke Shaw scored, it was like, job done. We just sit back now.
Yeah.
We're at home, and shell shock the team, shell shock the crowd, man.
I mean, they did well to get to the final, but I feel like they should have won it.
You don't get a better opportunity, bro.
It was there to be won. It was there to be won. Like, we didn't follow up the momentum. It needed changes at half time. If he'd have made an attacking change at half time, because there was nothing.
Exactly.
There was Kane, Sterling, and Mount on the pitch, and everyone else was defensive minded.
Mount had a stinker.
Mount had a stinker of a tournament for me.
Proper.
Honestly,
Would you?
We got lucky. No, we got lucky. That man nearly caught COVID by trying to hug Billy Gilmore.
That's true.
We got lucky, bro.
Him and
I had to
Chilwell.
be like, they needed out, and Gareth would have never dropped him if he didn't go hug my man.
You know, if Chilwell didn't get the cove, the Rona, Shaw wouldn't have started. That's what
That's
I
what I'm
think.
saying, bro.
Probably not.
Because that Czech Republic game, Grealish came, banged.
Even Trippier on the left I thought was all right.
Yeah.
No problems with that.
When I first saw it, I was like,
what the hell's he doing?
But then the Croatia, a tough team, you know. They made them look like who's Modric?
Yeah,
Like Calvin Phillips was like,
and we never really came out of first gear in that game. Like, we won it comfortably with minimal effort.
yeah,
And that's when I was like, do you know what? This team's got potential here. And there was no game I worried about. Even the Germany game, I wasn't worried, man.
Same,
and then
you
it
know?
come to the final, and I was like, I feel what's coming, man.
I was worried about that
being
game,
an
man.
England fan and being a Borough fan, you combine that overwhelming, predictable disappointment together, and like, of course, it was going to happen like that, man. Honestly, on penalties as well. Like, of course, man.
Yeah. But you saw, I don't know, man, you saw the 5 at the back and you just thought, you know what, you're going to bottle this.
5 at the back at home in like a major international final.
That's true,
Just
you
play,
know. When you
play.
put it in that context, there's no
Like,
way.
Italy are known for the back 5, and they didn't even play with the back 5. Like,
And they were there for the taking that first half.
Yeah.
So that's
Definitely.
like he bottled it.
Yeah.
He
It's true.
bottled it,
It's
but
true.
now he's got money in the bank.
Oh.
Because you can't now say, oh, raw, get him out. He's got money in the bank.
He's doing what Ole's doing at Man U, just getting just there, but not finishing it off.
yeah.
Nah, you lot.
Like how I am with women.
Do you know what? He's so consistently average. It's like, it's pretty impressive, man.
Who Ole was?
Ole,
Gareth?
yeah.
Oh, mate. Let's not even get that. We'll be here for another hour. But I was mentioning Gareth because I don't know if they've approved this with you, Blitz, but he's been given.
Oh no, I've heard.
He's
Don't
been
worry.
given the free.
I've heard about this, man.
He's been given the freedom of Middlesbrough. He's not even from here. He's from Isn't he from Watford or something? South London.
He's not from Borough.
Yeah. So he's been given the freedom of. I can't remember. 40 and Blitz are Borough fans here.
Yeah.
Do you remember his playing days for Borough?
course.
Was he? 'Cause
Unbelievable.
I remember he got them to the final, isn't it? Was it 2006?
We won the Carling Cup, and then the following season we got the European final as well.
And then Steve McLaren went and took his umbrella
Yep.
to England.
No, he was a very good captain. He was a good player, man.
Yeah.
Like, the way he manages his man management style, it's similar to how he was as a player. Because like we'd hear stories in the press from Steve McLaren where he's saying like every single day in training he'd go and sit at a different table. So if there was cliques within the dressing room, he wouldn't be sat in the same spot every time. Like, he'd go and sit with the South Americans.
Yeah.
Then he'd go and sit with the local lads. Then he'd go and sit with the older lads. Do you know what I mean? And he was constantly moving around to make sure, even though it was clicked up a bit, like, are we all still as one here?
Yeah. That's probably what makes him a good England manager.
Oh, his man management is unbelievable,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
tactically he's lacking, and I don't think he's got the backroom staff that are noticing that's the chink in his armour.
Yeah.
Like, to me, his bench surely have to be vocal. Like, surely all them assistant coaches, Chris Powell and Steve Holland and that, surely they sat there saying to him, like, Gareth, like, the momentum's swayed, man.
Make
we
a
need
sub.
changes now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're 5
Lads.
at the back at home, we're 1-0 up. Go and win the game, man.
Lads, Steve Holland is the England head coach. Bro, he's the guy that makes the decisions, bro.
And Southgate's just the face of the company.
Exactly, bro. Southgate is literally
Illuminati.
that. He's just there, bro. Steve Holland, yeah. There was a video of like I think it was the Ukraine match. Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips were on yellow cards.
Mm-hmm.
Gareth Southgate starts celebrating like yippee, like Steve Holland's like take the yellows off.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think, you know, in international matches, especially with England's runs in the World Cup and Euros, passion. It's passion that's taken them so far. But at the end of the day, you need to be tactically sound. Mancini is tactically sound.
Oh, yeah.
The Italy manager.
He's a genius,
He doesn't
man.
get enough. He's underrated.
How many years has that team gone unbeaten? And England had the opportunity. That was the biggest opportunity to beat.
And
that
it's not the
team.
best Italy team you've ever seen, is it, man?
No.
There's
I
no
know.
superstars in that team.
Not the days of Cannavaro.
One of the best players not playing in Spinazzola. You had them.
Exactly.
You had them. Bro, I'm over it, man.
I think
Yeah, let's not.
the
dwell on
most disappointing thing about the tournament, it wasn't just the defeat in the final and the manner of it. It was just everything that happened on social media after, man. It was proper disappointing because, like, up till that point, this was the first time where there was an England team that represented every single person in this country.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
like
true.
all bases were covered, man. Everyone's backstories, everyone's different cultures and backgrounds, and that, man. The way some people were raised, like Marcus Rashford, single mum, free school meals, like
1,000.
Calvin Phillips, dad being in jail, came over from Jamaica. Like the stories and that, man. Even Sterling, like he wasn't born in England. Do you know what I mean? And he carried us through the group stage completely, and like. It was just disappointing the way it ended, not just footballing wise, but all that on social media, man.
It made me think they deserve to lose.
Yeah, like it proper disappointed me, man.
But the problem is exactly like you said, bro. The man that could do it now can't relate.
Yeah.
We relate because of what we've been through.
But
Like, we relate to that England team.
I feel
A
like
lot
it
that
should have.
can't relate are the ones that do go and see like they play like the team play like every single game because they've had season tickets since it was like 5-6 years old and that. So then it's like, oh, raw, they're the ones that let us down.
Yeah.
Let's go for them.
I feel like they were just waiting for the opportunity.
You know what? It's because the manager and this England team are like a Tory's worst nightmare, aren't they?
For
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like instantly,
He's too woke.
Instantly when we get beat now, there's a full category of people just triggered. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And they're all wired up the wrong way.
Exactly. Before we leave, because you're interested in football, this is a new segment I've got going on. You don't have to explain your answer to this. Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Okay.
My guy.
Thank you for coming on Blitz.
My guy. Nah, my guy.
No, we're not.
You Messi fans.
New segment.
go
We're not
Honestly.
explaining.
Off yourselves,
New segment. We're gonna do a tally up, maybe
My
Christmas
guy.
special.
Well, add mine on as well.
I'm going to publish a paper on why that's the case as well, man. Don't worry.
I'm gonna help with that one. So.
Yes. So Blitz. Oh, have you got?
No, I was
anything
just gonna say, like, just in terms of what we were expecting next with the music, and not just
Oh,
like
yeah,
letting
yeah.
you have the final say, bro.
Yeah, music wise, I've got something coming with Ken Dog soon. Visuals for it as well. You'll see it in the cut as well. I've been speaking to Caviar. Like there's stuff coming. What them two are going to drop back to back, and once that happens, that's it, man. Like you can expect a little run of releases after that. I'm not going to give too much information away because I'm not really planning. I'm just going with what feels right.
Yeah.
But there's definitely more coming, man. So
When an artist says they're going with what feels right, hey, I've heard that phrase a lot of times. It means madness is coming, you know.
Yeah, but like Blitz, like people are gonna be, they're not gonna be ready, but they're gonna be ready. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like, because it's like you say, it's like where's Blitz? Where I am.
Yeah. Let's
And,
go.
and bro, let's keep going with the
Ballon d'Or season pending, you know, man.
Joe
Honestly,
Junior. Watch
it's
out.
one of them ones, bro. Like, out of everything I've done up to now, this next year is going to be the year where it's like it's the standout year of everything
go.
I've done so far.
Let's go. Yes. Blitz, it's been a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Been a pleasure being here, man. I'll have to come back.
Yeah, you have to swing by the
1,000.
neighbourhood again, man.
Just have to
Fantastic.
rest your lungs for a bit, man.
Bro,
Ready for next time.
that's a classic, bro. Like, what Bliss say? He said, "I'll give you your moment." That's a moment there, bro. You gave the host a moment. I'll tell you that much.
I'm like the most straight edge guy. I got passive high.
Aye.
That's it for the
bloody
day. You
hell.
want to tell the rest of the episodes to just turn round and go back on, man.
No, we're doing it, bro. Man, gonna start asking the baddest questions, bro.
Bloody hell. Yeah, man. In Your Neighbourhood podcast, is it episode 20? Milestone. I don't even know. I'm too high. Just